he genuinely likes people. I mean, and he likes even idiots and murderers.
Hello,
Hi,
boys.
how you doing?
Hey,
Good.
Liz,
How
good
are
to see you
you?
again.
Good to see you too. Daniel, nice to meet you. And Ryan, obviously great to see you again. Congratulations on this new installment of the Knives Out mystery franchise. I absolutely loved it, especially the return of Detective Benoit Blanc. Now, Daniel, moving on from one franchise to another, what is it about this one that has you just hooked?
I mean, this man here, really, I would say that's the bottom line. The fact that we talked about the first one, that was a sort of slam dunk for me because Ryan presented me the script and it was an easy decision. He went away and wrote this one, and I read it and I went, let's shoot it. It's that in itself makes my job so easy and so joyous because I've got something in front of me that I'm desperate to play with, and I'm desperate to sort of start acting and to see who he's going to cast and who we're going to get involved.
I mean, it's so great to see this. I was calling it a motley crew of characters come to life.
You know, they are.
They're all so bizarre.
They behave like motley crew as well.
Totally. Well, we have to talk about Detective Blanc's quirky personality. I mean, the more we get to know him, the quirkier he gets. What is your favorite thing about exploring and building this character?
I like his curiosity. I think that's really what makes him a good detective. He genuinely likes people. I mean, and he likes even idiots and murderers. And there's something that he will. He's fascinated by people's personalities, and I think that's one of his techniques as a detective. So I feel like that. To be curious and to be interested and to be kind. I think he's also a kind human being. And the rest of it is just sort of great writing from this guy.
Yeah, well, Ryan, phenomenal writing. It's so much fun. It has you on the edge of your seats. You just don't know what's going to happen next. I loved chatting with you last week, and we talked about how Daniel will be the common thread throughout these mysteries moving forward. Now, we recently saw Daniel's dance moves. Do you think we'll be seeing those shine through Detective Blanc in the future films, Ryan?
Well, now obviously you've totally screwed yourself because now that I know what's there,
I can't wait for
it's a tool that it would be like having a hammer and not pounding a nail with it. I mean, it'd be a crime if I did not write a full dance sequence in the next one.
How to get the audience to leave. 3 easy steps.
Oh no, it's phenomenal. We absolutely love it. Well, lastly, we have to talk about Detective Blanc's style game in Glass Onion because it's truly giving me some Harry Styles. What is his style inspiration, do you think, for this specific one?
Well, Daniel, actually, you brought to Jenny Egan, our costume designer. Daniel brought a couple of references, and when I saw it, I think I said, "Oh, it's this meets that." I mean, I'll let you say, it, but it's.
Oh, you did? You saw it?
Instantly. Yeah, I was like, yeah.
I had just had 2 references: Jack Tatty and To Catch a Thief. And those 2, which I would that I could look that good. But Jenny was really excited by the idea. It was timeless. It was sort of something that was that sort of had a nod towards sort of classic movies, but also sort of to the quirkiness of Jacques Tati and sort of something that was sort of that hopefully funny. And then Jenny just picked it up and ran with it and brought her own incredible magic to it.
Oh, it's so good. I mean, the high-waist trousers, the co-ord, I am obsessed with the whole thing. I want all those outfits. So Jenny, great job on that. Congratulations, both of you. Really great chatting with you. And Ryan, thanks again for making time for us.
Thanks so much. Good to see you again.
Daniel, great to meet you. Take care. Liz Trinnear, Etalk Canada. What a movie.
I'm sorry.
No.
I didn't mean to do that.
It's been a long day. And you had the premiere last night?
I didn't even know what was happening. What did you do?
She yawned.
She's like, hi. And I was like, that is terrible.
Oh, no. No, it was human. It happens. Let's talk about this movie. This movie is so great, and all of you shine in your own light. It's hilarious. It's a journey for pretty much everyone watching. I gotta ask, when you get a script like this, you're reading it, Did you or could you predict the outcome?
No, I did not see it.
You didn't see it?
I didn't see it at all.
I mean, it's kind of Ryan's, it's Ryan's expertise. I mean, he really takes the audience on a wild ride. Working with him as both director and writer, what was it like as an actor to have both sides of it and have that creative control?
The mind that's able to write and spin these yarns, and then the kind, decent, like gentlest human that is so relaxed and so sweet and dear, that's running this enormous production.
Yeah.
You cannot believe are the same. Like he's remarkable. Like I mean, we think we all are just like in awe of Rian Johnson. I can't believe that he exists as one and the same.
He also has so much patience with everyone, and he just never he never falters. He's a very, very, the generosity of really like the patience that he has with people. I'm like, I don't know how he does that.
No.
You know, he allows space for everyone.
Yeah. He knows
And
how to self-regulate for sure.
yeah, he really
He
does.
It's like really
You're like,
amazing.
wow.
I know, I'm like,
I need to know. I need you to teach me all
Yeah.
about
All
this
your tricks.
self-regulation.
me too.
Well, this movie is one of the few movies we've seen that actually takes place in the pandemic. And he totally takes the piss out of many people existing in this world. Billionaires, models, politicians. You know, I loved talking with him and connecting with him. But if, God forbid, we were to go back into a pandemic and you had to choose one cast member to go into your pod, and it can't be you two. That's a given.
Us.
Well, you guys, you can.
I mean, like, it would be sad that I would miss everybody else, but I mean, it would have to be. I mean, but
sorry.
other than that,
Other than you two,
we aren't
who would
allowed.
be? You could have one more member of your pod.
I mean, this is like
I know.
so hard.
So choice situation, and
How long is this pandemic?
I know.
Well, I feel
I feel like we're like,
Where
all
are we?
for one
How
and one
long
for
is
all
it?
in
What's
this group. Yeah, I mean, that's gonna be a difficult call. Bless you.
Bless
Bless you
you.
and bless you.
Bless you 2 times.
I'm gonna say.
That's a difficult
just
You know
question.
what? We're gonna stop
hard.
it. We're gonna stop it
No,
and leave it with you two.
clearly
That's
Great.
the pod.
That's it.
I think I'm
Yeah.
very happy about
Yeah.
this.
Okay, obviously besides us, who else are we allowing in the pod?
You can have
Daniel,
Daryl.
so we can torture him.
I said Daryl.
Daryl. No.
Daryl or Ethan Hawke. Hugh Grant. Are we allowed to talk about any of those? Damn it.
You're good. You know what? We'll cut that part out. I'm gonna save you. This is all edited, so don't worry.
Okay,
You're good. You're good.
Daniel, you want Daniel in the pod? He's gonna yell at us.
No, but there's 2 of us and 1 of him.
I know, but he's gonna be like, he's gonna threaten to kill himself.
No, he can't. We're in the pod.
We're at the pod, Daniel.
Or maybe like Kathryn.
Asa.
Asa and Mike.
Daniel's security team.
You did it. Who done it? It was you.
Did he?
Honestly, this movie was so entertaining. The first one, my husband and I absolutely loved. This one, I was just ready, and you totally just came through with it.
Oh, thank you so much.
Where on earth do you even begin with a script like this?
Well, thanks. I mean, I'm really glad you guys like it. Yeah, so I mean, with me, I kind of, coming out of the first one, the one thing that I knew is that I wanted to kind of go back to my love of Agatha Christie and what she did with her books, which is she took a totally different swing every single time. She never repeated herself. So I wanted to kind of tell the audience right up front that we're going to do the same thing. This isn't going to be a continuation of the last one. So the big obvious thing was a new setting and something that feels very different from the last movie. And then a new cast, a whole new cast of characters and new actors. And then also, story-wise, figuring out a whole different way into it. I had to figure out something that was going to get me excited, like, oh, wow, could this work? Like, can we pull this off?
Yeah.
And once I landed on that, it was kind of off to the races.
you really, I mean, you nailed it on so many parts, but one of the parts for me that I took away is you take the piss out of a lot of things. I mean, like you really, these characters are so quirky and they're totally a motley crew. How do you begin visualizing who's going to take on these characters and then flip hats from writer to director?
Well, it's definitely, I mean, once you get the script done, I kind of sit down with my casting director, Mary Vernew, and we just kind of talk about who could be great in the role. And then you get, we got incredibly lucky with the cast we got together. But then once you get on set with these actors, I mean, it's you know, it doesn't really matter what I had in my head when I was writing it. Those actors are the characters now. And so you're trying to kind of get not just the best out of them, but try and find the character through what they're giving you and really switch into a mode of, I've seen the movie in my head that's on the page, and now I want to see the movie that they're going to create while they're bouncing off of each other on the set. So it's a very easy transition to make just because it's so much fun to watch, I think.
What is it about him as a writer-director that makes you want to sign on to any of his projects?
His cute laugh.
Yeah. Yes. He has the best laugh.
He is so talented and is so good at creating these worlds that just suck you in, and you can see that from all the way from Brick to Looper to the first Knives Out.
Yeah.
They're so rich. Every character is really detailed. No one is a character. There's like so many layers. It's an onion.
It's an onion. It's exactly that. And it's funny, I was just talking to him about how he takes the piss out of everything. Like he really is mocking so many different...
Do Canadians say that?
Yeah. I
You
mean,
take the piss?
Yeah, because we borrow
Do you
a lot
say
of
that?
things.
Only because I've heard. Like,
I don't think Americans
say
say that.
No,
Right?
I don't really.
That's a British thing.
But
I mean, we take a lot of things from the Brits too.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You know, but it's true. He does take the piss out of billionaires and this actor or this model, you know, there's all of these little characters and bits. When you're watching an ensemble like this, being cast in a true ensemble, what is it like to play in such an intimate setting with all these other actors?
It's very exciting. I mean, everybody, like, this cast is so generous. Like, they're so giving. They're very, I mean, they're funny, they're like lively. I mean, there was just so many times we broke.
It could have gone really wrong. It could have gone really wrong. You get 9 actors of this stature in a room.
It could have
been a car crash. It could have been one of those on-set feuds that you hear about for 20 years, where it's just like, oh, those actors hate each other.
I know. I mean, juicy, but
fun on the outside, not fun to work.
Not fun on the inside, but I mean, true. It could have. I mean, it's a lot of really, really like big personalities.
Yeah.
We got lucky that
we got
everyone.
really lucky.
Actually, it's not even lucky. You know what? Ryan is and Daniel. I will give props to Daniel. He sets the tone.
Yeah.
And everyone always looks to the number one, and he made sure that it was the calmest, most enjoyable, warm set that he could make it into. And so, yeah, we all got along.
I know.
Crazy.
The mind that's able to write and spin these yarns, and then the kind, decent, like gentlest human that is so relaxed and so sweet and dear, that's running this enormous production.
Yeah.
You cannot believe are the same. Like he's remarkable. Like I mean, we think we all are just like in awe of Rian Johnson. I can't believe that he exists as one and the same.
He also has so much patience with everyone, and you know, he just never falters. He's a very, very the generosity of really like the patience that he has with people. I'm like, I don't know how he does that.
No.
You know, he allows space for everyone.
Yeah.
And
he knows how to self-regulate for sure.
Yeah, he really does.
It's like really
you're like,
amazing.
wow.
I know, I'm like,
I need you to teach me all about
all
this
your
self-regulation.
me too.
Jamie Lee Curtis was at the premiere last night and
Yeah.
said that she was jealous when she found out about the sequel. Is there a possibility of any characters or actors coming back from 1 and 2 into number 3?
Did Jamie send you? Is she hiding behind that tree back there? Did Jamie,
I
working
mean,
for Jamie?
Jamie and I, we go way back.
I figured, yes. Well, I mean, never say never, but I feel like especially, and this will apply to the third movie as well, especially as we're kind of showing audiences how this is going to work, it's kind of important to lash ourselves to the mast of whole new deal each time, you know.
Okay.
But that having been said, I should only be so lucky to work with Jamie Lee Curtis again. And so at some point, if she sneaks in there like in a big wig and mustache or something, you'll know I was lying and I gave in to temptation.
There's a cameo in the back.
It could
And
happen. Yeah.
Daniel Craig, will he be back?
He's going to be in all of them. That's
fantastic.
no,
Fantastic.
I mean,
Great.
the whole reason we're here is because he and I love making these movies, and when either one of us is ready to stop, we'll both stop.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, please don't, because
Okay.
they're so entertaining. I don't even know where to start because you can't really talk about a significant amount of things with a movie like this. No spoilers, so I'm going to watch myself. First things first, you two worked together briefly in 2013, SNL Halloween episode.
Indeed.
9 years later.
It was the Halloween
What?
episode.
Was that
yeah.
9 years ago?
Yes, 2013.
It's out of control.
Yeah.
So 9 years later, reconnecting and building chemistry in these roles. What was it like for you to work with one another?
A dream.
Super. Like,
Fantastic.
great.
Magnificent.
First of many.
Not going to be the last.
Well, we're looking forward to this. Honestly, especially after watching where your characters go. Again, I can't say much because I don't want to give it away too much. But Janelle, you are truly a shining star in this.
Oh my goodness.
It's so phenomenal to watch, and I cannot wait for audiences to see you in this element. You've been all over the world, including our home, Toronto, TIFF Film Festival with the world premiere.
Yes.
What's different? What's the biggest difference between music promotion and movie promotion?
I was just trying to explain it to someone else. I mean, I think with films, you know, first of all, I'm so honored to be in a written and directed by Rian Johnson murder mystery film. Like, this is dream road, dream cast, like, film, hands down, you know, but it's the writer-director's vision. You know what I mean? Like, they worked hard. They worked on that. You can bring the characters to life. You can add some things, you know, to it. But for the most part, like, you can hide behind the character, and you don't get the final cut, right?
Right.
But with your music, for me, I'm an artist that, like, I'm approving everything from the bass line to the lyrics to the stage performance to, you know, every detail. I have to stand on it. It's like a personal experience, something that came from me.
Right.
I can't hide behind anybody. Like, you know, and it breeds a different level of anxiety, both hard work. It takes precision to be in a film, be an actor, and also make albums. But I think one is just like more your vision that you have to be available for in a different way.
Yeah.
Spiritually. Yeah.
I mean, you feel it, but I feel like this is something that we've never really seen from you. So I am so excited to see what's next and see where you take us.
Yeah.
Edward, we got to talk about this the billionaire. You are so perfect in this role, and it is hilarious to watch. I was talking to Ryan about this, how he takes the piss out of every character. Like, the writing is so funny.
It's so
like,
good.
it's brilliant. Drawing on inspiration from real life, crystal loving, lavishly obsessed billionaires. Where did that come from for you, and how much fun was it to create this character?
That was a lot. I mean, Ryan and I were giggling from kind of the first conversation. You know, it was because he had framed it out beautifully, and he called me, said, you know, the process has only begun in terms of just adding files, and we had great sessions of wading through the headlines and finding articles and finding clips of people and this and that, and it was like throwing a lot in a blender and coming up with like coming up with like the Uber tech.
Yeah.
You know, it was like he wanted to create the perfect Frankenstein monster of all the best of the worst characteristics of this species of people, and that's always fun. It's fun to create a heightened character, right?
Yeah.
And then try to imbue him with enough conviction that even in his absurdity, he seems like real. The thing is, we also laughed about this. Every time we thought we were taking it maybe a little far into the truly satirical, someone came along in real life and matched us.
Yeah.
Like or exceeded us. Like Ryan's been texting me for the last year saying, they keep outdoing us. Like what? Like what is going on? You know,
because a lot has happened.
I know a lot has happened since we made this film.
So last night you revealed on the carpet that it was 20 years since you two had worked together.
Yeah, it was just crazy.
I mean, and reuniting on this film from How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. What was it like to reignite that friendship, and how has it been? You lost touch in between.
We did. Isn't that sad?
Well, but
It happens, I guess. Yeah. But we, you know, for a while there, we were doing good. And then, like, you have kids, and we're both working like crazy, and we're living in different places. And honestly, for me, it was just the other than working with Ryan and like getting into this movie and the character, it was what I was looking forward to the most. I couldn't wait to see Kathryn. Like, it was like, because we did have a really special connection on our movie, and we laughed so hard, and we continued to laugh. We've got stories about how hard we laugh, which I will not share with Etalk.
Okay,
but
great.
We can laugh so hard.
Yeah, like the hardest laugh.
And you don't get friends like that very often, you know, that you really, there's just like a soul connection and it didn't go away. It just stayed. And so now it was like, okay, that's it. And I remember saying to Kathryn, like, we're not losing sight of each other ever again.
No, we
can't do that.
We can't. This was so special.
This is the friendship I love. I love to see it. I feel it, and it's a real friendship. That's real friendship, when you can disconnect and come back and pick
also,
right up.
I'll reframe and say, like, this was exactly how it was supposed to be.
That's right. That's right.
Absolutely. Congratulations on the movie. I cannot wait for everyone to see it.
Like the video? Then hit the button, or better yet, drop us a comment. Then check out our latest videos here. And don't forget to subscribe by hitting the button here for more celebrity interviews and entertainment news.